This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV and Box Nation. We're in the middle of Vegas here somewhere. With me, despite how his hair looks, David Haye. How are you, David?
I'm in disguise at the moment. You know.
People recognise you without your trademark?
Not that much. Not that much. I like it.
Yes,
I think I'm going to keep this forever. Big beard and hair. Yeah, it's a nice. Congratulations with the collaboration with Box Nation. I think it's a good move for you there. I like that.
Good move for them as well, do you think?
Great move for them also. I think that's a big scoop for these guys. I think they've got some guys making some sharp calls, bringing you guys on board. You know, so congratulations for them and you.
Thank you very much. You always start with compliments. It's good. It's, you know, puts us on a good
foot. Let's put the niceties.
Niceties. First of all, I'll start with, what are you doing in Vegas?
I always see Floyd Mayweather do his thing. I always make sure I come to his fights. You know, while he's only got a few more fights left, so I think it's only sensible to make sure you're there. You know, I'm sure there are people who had the opportunity to see, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, fight, but they may not have gone there for whatever reason. I always thought, you know, we got a living great. We have an all-time living great fighting now. Why not make the efforts come and watch him fight live? I was at his last few fights I've been to. All of them great events. Really like the whole circus that comes with it. Obviously, as an athlete, you know, I can't respect the guy anymore. What he does is poetry in motion. Really is. Very big fan of him. You know, as a you know, a boxer, a current boxer myself. You know, won numerous world titles. But even still, I kind of marvel at what he does in the ring. It really is amazing. Even his last fight with Maidana, when everyone was saying, "Oh, he has a tough fight," he lost. He didn't. I was ringside for that fight. He didn't lose that fight. He lost 3 or 4 rounds tops, but he was in control. You know, he had a rough start, big deal. But you know, I think this time around he's gonna put on a masterclass and it'll be a complete shutout. And I'll be surprised if Maidana wins 2 of the rounds this time around, if he's lucky enough to hear the final bell.
All right. We'll come back to that in a minute. Have you been on the social media sites over the last 2 days? I have.
I know, I'm sure you have. I'm always, you know, I'm a avid Twitter and Instagrammer and Facebooker and all that lot. So yeah, I always have a little nosy around and see what's going on. It's still quite amusing stuff. It's always quite fun to see what the fans are saying. Unfortunately, I don't have any, you know, official announcement for anybody, any, you know, concrete answers to many of the questions that are floating around out there in the world. What I can say is I'm very healthy. I've been training very hard. I believe this next phase of my career is going to be the most successful one. I've had a lot of success in my career, but I'm looking at, you know, doing way above and beyond what I've done so far. I'm really fortunate my arm's healed up the way it has. I was really worried about that one stage. That's why I didn't make any retirement announcements. You know, everyone said, "Oh, you're coming out of retirement." I've never been in retirement. I've never made a statement to say I've retired. I've said, you know, there were doctors who advised me to retire because of the injury, and there are others who said, you know, you may be able to recover if you do this, this, and this. You know, I've done the rehabilitation process, and I'm really happy. There's nothing I can't do now that I could do before. Yeah, so physically I'm in a really good place. Mentally, I'm not that bad. You know, I'm in a good place. Lots of stuff's been going on behind the scenes. Good stuff, positive stuff. You know, stuff moving forward. Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, yeah, next 2-3 weeks, there should be some big announcements. Some bigger, shocking announcements to the world. What they are, you know, I don't really want to allude to, but you know, some good stuff. It's all positive stuff. It's all positive stuff that's going to get me to my ultimate goal of being undisputed heavyweight champion.
Now, these next questions, you have the right to say what you want. You have the right not to answer them.
I'll probably give the right not to answer them. Well, if you're going to ask any of the questions that have been asked me every day on Twitter, I can't answer at this present moment in time.
Well, listen, I'll ask.
Okay. Let me. I might answer something for you. I haven't signed anything with anybody as yet. I've not signed any official.
This is in regards to rumours about Al Haymon.
About anyone. I heard some other rumours as well. About anybody. I haven't signed any contracts regarding any promoter, manager, trainer, advisor, shrink, psychiatrist, physiotherapist. I haven't signed anything with anybody. up until this point today.
Okay.
When I do start signing stuff, which should be, I know, not too long away, of course I'll let everybody know exactly what that is, but I'm still in the process where there's, there are things still up in the air. So I don't want to start saying I'm not doing this or I am doing this, because I don't want any of those to conflict with each other. So at the moment I've just been keeping a low profile. I've respectfully giving you this
yes,
interview.
and I appreciate it,
and
absolutely.
Because you're a good guy, I like you, and I was very excited to hear that you've got this new show on Box Nation. Congratulations. So I wanted to give you a nice little something for that, as a goodwill gesture, if you will. But other than that, I know I've been not saying a lot of late last few months. All I've been doing is focusing on controlling the controllables. All I can control is me, my body. So I've been training very hard. I've been eating amazingly clean, just looking after myself, making sure that this next phase is going to be bigger and better than ever. That's all I can do right now. Who's going to be with me? What television network? What promoter? Whatever is getting worked out at the moment. But it's going to, whatever the move that I make is going to be the right move, and it's going to be the move that gets me to my ultimate goal. I'm not going to do anything with anybody that is going to hinder that or delay that. I've got enough experience. Undisputed cruiserweight champion. I've been the heavyweight champion, WBA heavyweight champion of the world, European champion 3 times. I don't need to go do any. I just need a path. Bang. This is what I'm going to do. Bam, 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 bam. That's the destination. Can I do it? I'd like to give it a go. And I think I could do better than I've ever done before.
Okay. So you will not make any comment on any speculation to do with you and Adam Booth?
No.
Okay.
No comments, because there's nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. There's nothing to give you. But once there is information, one way or another,
okay.
I'll
you do understand why I have to ask you?
I listen to you. You're working for the people. I get that. Yeah. I truly get that, and I'm trying to give you something. Okay. The most that I can give you without giving you, because I don't technically have anything to say other than I don't want to ruffle any feathers or cause too much drama.
That's fair enough.
That's pretty much it. But
that's fair
other
enough.
than that, I'm feeling great. So if there are any of my fans watching the show, which I'm hoping there's plenty of, I'm healthy, fit, fast, strong, conditioned. I'm in decent shape. I'm in better shape now than most heavyweights are come fight night. But I'm looking at pushing it even further.
Current situation in world heavyweight boxing. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Stavone is new world champion.
Yeah.
Klitschko is also champion. Mm-hmm. When you come back, inevitably, sooner rather than later, we hope.
Yeah.
Will you target one of these fights straight away, or because I saw an interview?
No,
with you
I wouldn't. I don't think that's the smart move. Personally, I think trying to jump in with someone who's a current world champion. First off, I'm not ranked, so that couldn't happen. No matter how much you try and pay or bribe anybody, you ain't gonna get just put in the top 15 straight away. It doesn't work like that. I've got to beat some people. But no, I'm not looking at getting into a world title fight straight off. In my second or third, potentially, yeah, but not straight away. Definitely not. I think that'd be quite ignorant of me to do that. Obviously coming off such a long layoff. By the time I get in the ring, it'll be 2.5 years since my last fight. I don't really believe in ring rust, but if there's ever going to be a call for me having some, it will be on that night. So I think it'll be stupid to get in there with someone who's fighting fit and has been fighting regular and expect just to go out there and beat the best on the planet. I believe I'm the best on the planet when I'm in condition, when I'm I've got the rounds under my belt, when I'm been in the training camp time and time again. I think I can beat anybody. But it'd be a bit foolish to think I could do that just straight away against the best. So work my way up. But ultimate goal is heavyweight championship of the world. Just picking up all the belts, whichever order that is, whether that's directly to Klitschko, which I doubt it will be. He said quite publicly he wouldn't fight me again. He likes fighting guys like, who's he fought twice? He fought, what's his name? The Southpaw, Thompson.
Tony Thompson.
I don't believe I'm physically too far away from beating those guys. I could, I believe, get in the ring and beat them straight away, but I think there'll be a bit of a risk that, you know, I might struggle, you know, right straight away, you know, being so long out of the ring. So I like 1 or 2 fights to get the juices flowing again.
What's your opinion on the situation regarding Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury, scheduled to fight a little while ago, rescheduled to fight, I believe, in November at some point?
Has that been officially?
The date hasn't been officially confirmed. It was supposed to be the 22nd of November, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But what is your?
How's Derek's hand doing?
I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to Derek about his thumb, and obviously Tyson's got a situation regarding his ankle. So I'm not really sure what's been going on there. I know the fight is rescheduled.
Yeah, I think people, you know, off the back of, you know, my fight with Derek Chisora, it sold, you know, for 40,000 tickets or whatever it was. It was big box office success. You know, my aborted fights with Tyson Fury sold out. You know, Emmy and Arena, you know, like that, all tickets sold. So I kind of think maybe these guys believe that, you know, they were the draw in this situation, and they went to an arena big like the MEN and assumed that because they sold it out and they thought when it was scheduled to fight me that's what they could do. But when it came to it, you know, I know someone who works at the arena, and they said there was less than 4,000 tickets sold. So I'm not sure how what their draw is, you know. So I hope they find a smaller venue, because it'd be terrible to get I think it's a good fight. I think Derek Chisora Tyson Fury is a good domestic showdown. It's about as good as a domestic fight as you can imagine, with no real titles at stake. So I think it's a good fight, but I think they should get, I don't know, someone's mentioned the XL. I think XL is a good venue for that.
That's where it's meant to be, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's just 10,000 something, so it's a realistic number. Get a nice solid undercard, and it would be a good night's work for both of them. I'm not sure how much they're going to get paid, but
would you still be interested in a fight with Tyson Fury? This is like from a fan's point of view, one of the biggest fights that never happened, especially in heavyweight boxing. Everyone wanted to see that fight, regardless of what their opinion was about it. Is that a fight that would still interest you?
Nah, not really, no, not really. I know I'll probably get a lot of stick for this. You know, I've got stick in the past for it, but you know, dealing with Tyson Fury and his people, I didn't really got no enjoyment out of it, to be honest. I let them do it. They believe they're the big draw. They believe they bring the cash. They believe this, that, the other. Good, go on with your career and do it. You don't need me. What do they need me for? You know, apparently I'm washed up, you know, pumped up cruiserweight. Go on with your career and win a heavyweight title. You know, earn millions without me. Go on, crack on. I can go. I'm the guy in my career. I don't need him. You know. So you go and do the same thing. I saw an interview said if he got paid 10 million, he would never fight me. I think that was one of his direct quotes. If they offered me 10 million, I'd say go F your mother or something. So, okay, what ain't happening?
Okay, fair enough. What are you making of Audley Harrison in the Big Brother house?
I haven't seen it. I saw like 10 minutes of the first one when he went in and saw Frank, now Kelly. That's it.
You're obviously welcome on that as well.
No, listen, I think it's quite cool, to be honest. For someone like Frank, or formerly known as Frank, to just straight up become a woman. You know, takes a lot of guts. I was going to say balls, but they're soon to be gone. Takes a lot of just I don't know. But in the end, was he like 60? How was he?
In his 60s, yeah.
In his 60s. You know, if he genuinely feels he's a woman trapped in a man's body, you know, how sad must his life have been up until this point? You know, you only live once on this planet. Why live it a lie? Why? If he can get another 20, 30 years happy as a woman, crack on. You know, I don't think there's anybody who could begrudge him to be happy. That's all we got in this life, just be happy. You know, all you can control is this, that's it. You can just control your mind and your body. If that, doing whatever it, to us it might seem crazy, but to him, you know, you don't know what demons people are battling. You know, people get killed themselves every day. You don't know what was troubling them. And if all it takes is some type of sex change to keep them living and keeping their families happier, then I think he's doing the right thing. I think he should get as much support as needed. But I'm going to call him Kelly from now on. At first, I thought, obviously, everyone thought he was amusing at first. When I first started, I thought it was a joke to start off with. Then when you realise it, and I heard one of his interviews, I was like, oh, go on, Kelly. And crack on. I like it. Right.
Well, we'll see what happens with that one. Just sort of.
So how's Audley getting on in there though?
He's doing alright. I haven't watched the last two because I've been here.
What's he been getting? Any beef with anybody?
He's been getting a bit of beef with a dancer in there called James Jordan, who's sort of been standing up to Audley. You know, countless times saying he's not scared of Audley, and they've been in a couple of situations before. But
and what's Audley done? But you can't slap him in there, can you?
Can't
you just say, okay, then this is do some sparring? So if you're soaked up, we can do some sparring. It's not technically beating each other up.
Unless it was a task that Big Brother actually implemented, you're not allowed to. You're not even really allowed to shout at people in there.
No way.
They give you a telling off in the Big Brother diary room. So I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so I want to go very well in there.
Your big fan base. Obviously, there has been shows, cards that you've had to pull away through injury, etc. Can you understand it from a fan point of view about booking tickets to your next fight?
Oh, no doubt about it. I know people who've lost out significant amounts of money coming to support me, and the last thing I want to do is let people down, and that's what I've done. Whether it was whether I got shot or whatever the reason was, injury, whatever it is, cut, operation, they didn't get to see the fight that they paid for, and they lost out on, was it a booking fee or whatever it is. I know, genuinely. No, there's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is just make sure that doesn't happen again. That's one of the main things I've been focusing on, is the injury prevention and making sure that the type of training I do doesn't leave me vulnerable and leave me injured, because obviously that's what's happened. Last 3 fights have been pulled out for injuries, so I've been doing something wrong, clearly. So is that my body breaking down, my body can't do it anymore, or maybe I'm doing the wrong training, maybe a combination of the both? Well, whatever the reason is, there has to be a solution to it. There's a reason Bernard Hopkins is nearly 70 and he's still getting in great shape for fights and not having to pull out through injury, because he's doing the right thing. So I need to figure out, and I'm figuring out what the right thing is, so that doesn't happen, so I don't have to let anybody else down. I'm sick of letting people down. Really is frustrating for me. I'm a fighter and I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to earn a living because I've been doing the wrong thing and body's breaking down. So I need to stop. I need to stop that process happening. So that's one thing that's one of my main. That's been the. No matter who I sign with, no matter what I do, no matter what country or station I'm with, none of it means anything if I can't get in the ring healthy. So that's plan one, is to get in the ring in one piece, healthy, fit, fast, sharp, timing good, sparring done, no cuts, no ruptured biceps, nothing, everything nice and smooth. And I'm feeling good. I've been training hard for a few months now. I'm in a good place. So I'm making some moves, making some changes, and feeling good for it. So
quick thoughts on the progression of Anthony Joshua?
Who's he fighting next?
He's fighting Konstantin Eric.
So the one Char knock him out in a round. Yeah, it's a nice. Yeah, he should look spectacular.
Eighth fight this week.
That's a good step up. Irish have been fighting some top European level fighters for some time. Sometimes giving them trouble, sometimes not. But he's been mixing in that crowd, so he's quite small. I think he's quite small. So Anthony should keep it. I should take him out in 3 or 4 rounds. I think longest. I'd be quite comfortable. But at this stage, 8 fights, you don't have to worry about fighting names, or he's still learning his craft. He's still getting through training camps and making sure he is who he is physically. And I think that's the most important thing. But he's got, as I've said it 1,000,001 times to anyone listening, he's got all the natural attributes to be world heavyweight champion. All of them. Stature. He's got the right mindset, amateur pedigree. If he had a bunch of boxes that need to be ticked to be a champion, what wouldn't be ticked? What could you say isn't ticked yet? He's done everything asked him so far in emphatic fashion, and I expect it to keep going that way. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm not too worried about it yet. I'm not. Maybe he needs another year, I think, fighting this type of guys, Iriches and sort of European sort of fringe contenders. Because once you go into that European level, bang, and you're then fighting the top European level, you can't go back down then. Then it's just all about hard fight after hard fight. And he's so young, what's the point of rushing him? I don't see the benefit. The only thing benefit would be obviously selling tickets and whoever's invested in him getting their money back out of him. But I'll just keep doing what he's doing, learning and progressing, and he should be learning and sparring. He should be sparring the best guys in the world, going from country to country, going to Germany. He's
Klitschko,
that's
yeah.
perfect. That's what he needs to do. Go spar people like Klitschko, so he knows what's out there, and use what he learned in sparring sessions against these guys that he's going to knock over. And when it comes time for him to start fighting for proper titles, then because he's got, the domestic level, he's got Fury and Chisora and Price, and he's got some good sort of British guys who are fighting for British and European fights. That that they're just physically they're no superior to them, but they've been around, they've got more rounds under the belt. So he probably could beat these guys now, maybe, but what's the point? I don't see the benefit of doing it right now. So maybe 4, 5, 6, and more of these guys then start looking at the British pool then we'll see what's going on there.
All right. Well, listen, David, thanks for talking to us.
No problem.
I just need.
Thanks for tracking me down. You really, truly did track me down.
Like the bounty hunter.
You bounty hunter. I don't know how you found me in that strip club there. I don't know how you managed that. Was it just coincidence? You went to the same strip club at the same time?
I wasn't in a strip club.
Oh yeah, you wasn't, was you? Okay, so my bad. Then yeah.
I've got a new girlfriend, David.
The strip. I meant the strip. The Baker
the
strip.
club on the strip.
The club on the strip. That's what I meant.
Sorry, babe. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for talking to us.
No
I
problem.
just need to borrow you for 2 minutes after this.
Okay.
But I'll tell you about that after I've stopped the camera.
Okay, cool.
But I just want to say, sort your hair out.
Okay.
Get back in the ring.
Have a shave.
Don't worry about the shave. That's all right. And when you do have some news,
I'll give you a shout for sure. Definitely. Some big things are coming for sure.
Cougan Cassius here in
I'll
Las
tell you after we
Vegas.
turn this off. I'll tell you exactly what's going on.
All right, Cougan Cassius,
Crazy, you never
IFLC.
believe it.
Yeah, you really going to tell me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got to go now anyway. Thank you very much for watching.